Who doesn't wish to be offensively rich? If you ask others around you what their life aim is, many will answer it is to be rich. And whatever your hidden motivation, there are tried and proven money blunders. Yes, money mistakes that you must avoid if you want to be wealthy. So we are here to help you avoid that money blunders in today's video. Starting with the number one mistake, spending more than you can afford on things. Even though it seems obvious, it's not. No one would be in a financial crisis if this money mistake was easy enough to avoid. This is a bad habit that can lead to total financial trouble in the long run. And to make things even worse, we now have credit cards and other ways to spend more than we can afford. Make a budget and stick to it to stop yourself from spending more than you earn. The next point to keep in mind is believing that you will never be rich. The average person thinks that wealth means having a lot of people who are very lucky and lucky. But everyone has the right to get rich if they want to help other people. So you should ask, why can't I get rich? Then you should learn to think bigger. People who are wealthy are always driven by serious goals. Don't you want to join them? You can learn how to get $4,000 loans, which you can then not only spend but also. The third is being pessimistic. If your personality puts people off, you can't expect to be successful. Victories come from strength, and that strength can only be made when many people work hard together. Don't expect to get good results from something you don't believe in. Studies have shown that people who are more optimistic work harder and are less likely to be unemployed. Next, you should avoid being happy with the way things are right now. People who are smart and wealthy are always trying to learn new things and improve their skills. Because of this, they continue to learn even after they finish their formal education. The fifth mistake is depending on just one source of income. Many of us depend on a single source of income, and getting paid on a set date is fine with us. Even those of us who own our own businesses or work for ourselves usually only have one way to make money. This can lead to the worst possible outcome. No matter how steady or good that income is, if it stops coming in for any reason, it can cause a lot of money problems. Also, do not forget this: never hang out with the wrong people. When you hang out with someone, you can tell how they're feeling. Of course, this doesn't mean you can't hang out with friends who make less money just because they do. But if you want to get rich, you should hang out with more rich people. If you want to get in shape, you should go to the gym and work out with people who have already done it. If you're interested in faith, you'll talk to more people who have faith. Same thing with money. If you want to get rich, hang out with rich people and learn from them. The seventh mistake is not talking to your partner about personal and financial matters. A lot of people don't talk about money at all with their partners. Most of the time, this topic gets very bad and causes fights. But if your partner has a different view on money than you do, you will never get rich together. You can make better decisions when you work together. When a couple knows how to handle money, money will grow and love will become a strong foundation for wealth. If you don't, you risk being poor and always being hot with love. Don't forget that fighting about money is a sign that a divorce is close. And if that's the case, it's important for couples to know how divorce will affect their finances so that their rights are protected by the law. Also, don't forget to worry about saving money when you're young. The most important thing about being wealthy is not how much money you make, but how well you use it. So if you want to be rich, you need to learn how to save money first. It's best to start as soon as possible. Put your money away in a safe account. Don't spend that money ever, even if you need it. The next mistake is devoting all free time to recreation and entertainment. Rich people don't put their studies on hold. Warren Buffett says that he spends 80% of his workday reading. On the other hand, Business Insider says that 67% of rich people watch no more than an hour of TV a day, while only 23% of poor people do the same. Rich people use the extra time they have to book trips. Most of all, they like to read about how to improve themselves. Rich people want to know how they can get better. Almost 90% of them spend at least 30 minutes a day reading books on the subject. A 10th mistake that every person finds difficult is a fixation on saving money. It's not a good idea to focus on saving money instead of making money. Rich people don't worry about taking chances and winning. They never say, "Let's wait and see." Most people pay so much attention to their savings and new coupons that they miss out on a lot of chances. Rich people never put their savings first, not even when things are bad. They always think about their main goal, which is to make money. Moving on to the next mistake, not taking risks. At some point, all millionaires have had to take risks. You have to take risks too if you want to join them. It would be best if you didn't worry about big changes, whose results can sometimes be hard to predict. The main thing that gets in the way of success is following the rules and looking like everyone else. If you can't make yourself stand out, you're not likely to get rich. You need to go your own way and not be afraid to lead other people. Many people choose the jobs that they hate, but keep in mind where it leads you. To get rich, you need to find your passion and always think about it. 100 years ago, journalist Napoleon Hill came up with this rule. This idea doesn't stop being important. Any business owner who has become well-known and wealthy has done so by following their passion. Passion is a trump card that can easily beat the cards of those who don't have it. Steve Jobs told Stanford graduates in 2005, "You need to find what you love. To do a good job, you have to love what you do." The 13th mistake is working just for the money. If you only work to get paid, you are knowingly giving your boss all the power. When your money is working for you, you have power over it. So working for money is, of course, the easiest thing to do. Start your own business or invest in projects if you want your money to work for you. To do this, you have to take risks and not be afraid of the unknown. Rich people do it, and then they get a good reward for their bravery. Next on the list is trying to handle everything on your own. No one can be successful without a group of people who share their goals. And it's not just because a team can make a big difference in how well something works. Rich people don't mind asking others to put money into their future. The elite of the world follows the rule of using other people's money. Rich people don't care if you can't afford something right now. The only thing that matters to them is it worth buying or investing in? The last and most important is the fear of failing. We don't win very often because most of us are afraid of failing. But if you look at the basics of how we learn, you'll see that we learn through making mistakes. You have to fall 1,000 times before we can learn to walk. Without that, we'd never be able to stand up. So failing is always the first step towards succeeding. If you want to be rich, there is no easy way to get there. Just keep your eye on your goals and deal with problems as they are. Make sure you don't make these money mistakes on your way to wealth, and you'll be successful. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, come back tomorrow for more. Laters.